Bobchat, baby.
And we're just sitting here cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
It's Bobchat, baby, and I'm your host, Bino Barbarino. I'm here with my co-host with most, Matt.
That is what it says on my door at work.
With the most. And we also have a very special guest here today, a very good friend of mine, Mr. Dylan White, a.k.a. DJ JW. What's up?
Hey, super stoked to be here.
Are you excited? Yeah, Dylan's a long-time listener, Matt.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do with my hands. What do I do with my hands while I'm on here? It's fine. You're just talking to the mic.
I'm going to do this the whole time.
Yeah, Matt's got his hands to his face. But yeah, so Matt, you just got back from Mexico, huh?
Did a week ago today.
Ooh, that's exciting. How was it?
It was awesome. Not too crazy thing happened. Actually, sorry, one crazy thing happened. So
like super crazy, like
this is pretty nuts.
Like you had a bath of tequila, like
no,
tequila?
okay, this goes further than that. So
I have tequila in places you don't even want to know about.
I have like 4 bottles of tequila at my house right now.
What? Let's see Patron.
They were buy 2 get 1 free.
Nice.
How do you not do that? How do you not that?
So
right?
we were down there. I was down there with my wife. She was shooting a wedding.
Classy.
And all the people, like a lot of the people in the wedding party that we were with, were volunteer firefighters out in Bob's Works neck of the woods.
Oh yeah, see, I want to get to a point where it's like I can afford to get married in Mexico. That would be amazing.
Oh, this was huge.
That's
there
amazing.
was 60 people down there.
What?
Yeah.
Was it on the beach?
It was. It was
Cool.
right. Actually, it was overlooking the beach. It was.
Okay.
It was awesome.
On the beach.
So Monday night we all go out to the disco, and I'd say that's probably the night that I got like shitty the most. I was Bob. I was dancing.
Are we talking like Latino night shitty? Or?
No, it was karaoke, and then a DJ was there. But I was like full on the dance floor, busting a move.
Ooh, play
I
that
don't do
funky music. And
So
wine
the
bar.
groom, the bride comes up to me, and she's like, "Have you seen this person?" I'm not going to name names. And I was like, "No, I haven't." And she's like, "Okay, would you mind taking a look in the bathroom? He's had a lot to drink."
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
was
cool.
he okay?
So I go look in the bathroom. He's not there. When I'm on vacation, I smoke actual cigarettes. So I was like, I'm going to pop out for a smoke real quick. I'll walk back to the room, and if I see him...
It's Matthew.
I know.
You're smoking darts?
I was, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I walk back to the room. I go walk back to the room, and I see like this big commotion on the pathway. And there's like these 2 resort staff are trying to wrestle this guy into a wheelchair.
What?
So with me in Mexico...
He's in the tequila coast. We got to get him out of here.
With me in Mexico are 4 volunteer firefighters, 2 nurses, and an RCMP officer.
Oh my god! So it's like
you're at the safest resort on planet Earth right now.
pretty much. It's like we've assembled a team of the best of the best. Are you drunk
RMTs
too?
assemble!
I might be drunk, but I never forget my training.
That's basically what it was like, man. They all just like snapped to. So I get a closer look, and this kid, he had to have been like 19, was like just fucking bloody from forehead to chin, just covered in blood, and they're trying to wrestle him into the chair. The fire chief's there also.
You know what they say? 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, pavement.
This was a bush. So they're trying to get him into a chair. So they finally get him into the chair. The hotel staff were just trying to put him back in his room. And they're like, he could die if you put him back in his room.
Oh my god, really?
So he apparently earlier that day he was with his 14-year-old brother and said to his brother, "Hey, I'm going to go for a walk. I'll be back," and took off for an hour and a half.
What?
So
And he just left, and he was
left.
like super drunk and just
No.
disappeared.
He was fine at this point. He walked into the town, which is like a kilometer down the beach.
Oh,
He went to
okay.
the pharmacy. Said,
Ooh.
"I have a headache."
Oh, and it's Mexico.
It's
like
Mexico. So they were like, "Yeah, sure."
over
And
the counter, behind the counter.
yeah.
It's all this. Same.
Doesn't matter. So they basically gave him the equivalent of like 5 oxys.
What?
And he took them all.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
no.
a bad idea.
So
you know what's
he
gonna
ended up,
wash
like-
these Mexican oxys down? Great, some tequila.
Basically, he spent all day. He spent all day drinking after that, and then we finally got the ambulance there. And the next day, we find out that they got him to the Mexican hospital, and the doctor wanted $10,000 US up front just to treat the overdose.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
So did they end up?
They
doing
had
it?
to, or else
my
it wasn't
God, or he
like-
would have died.
Was
Yeah.
he like that close to OD?
Oh,
then?
he slapped
hard.
his mom. I saw him slap his mom.
Jesus
He was
Christ.
standing there, and she was like, "You need to sit down." And he was just like, slap. And she's
Oh
like,
my
"You'd
God.
slap your mother?" And I was like,
Fucking Mexico,
I'm
baby.
sober. Like, holy fuck, that happened quick.
Happy wedding, guys.
Yeah. This is 2 days before the wedding, thank God.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
I've never been to Mexico, but was it all-inclusive resort?
It was.
Yeah, see, my best experience, I think, being an all-inclusive resort, I was like 12 years old. Me and my family went to Dominican Republic.
Yes.
And it was awesome. My mom would be like, hey, like, go get us some drinks, right? And, like, I'd go to the bar, and I'd be like, yeah, can I get, like, 4 pina coladas, a couple Bahama Mamas? And the guy was, like, making them all alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was, like, going back, and then my mom was like, what's wrong with you today? And I was like, I probably had about 7 pina coladas. I'm 12 years old, and I'm shit-faced, dude. She was so fucking mad. She's like, are those virgin pina coladas? I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna go swimming.
There's only one thing that's a virgin here, and it's not this drink.
It's 12-year-old Bob. And I just passed out. And I got very sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan's actually quite the traveler himself, quite the Magellan, if you will.
You surround yourself with travelers, eh?
I do. They come and go, you know. Like all we are, Matt, is dust in the wind.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Dylan.
That's deep, Bob. Did you write that?
Hell yeah! And no way did the band Kansas ever say that ever.
Cool. All right, just checking.
Copyright Bobchat 2019. But yeah, Dylan's lived in a lot of different places. Where's the coolest place you ever lived, Dylan?
Well, I'd have to say this far would be Tofino, British Columbia.
Yeah, you're going back there, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I just took a position back at the job I worked for 2 years at the Wiccan Initiative. And it's a pretty great place, man. Like, it's a little surf
chef,
town.
right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Just been cooking
Little
off
surf
resorts.
town.
Nice.
Dylan
Yeah.
loves the hippie vibe. He loves, I'm in
Yeah.
the woods, I'm
Just living my
smoking
life,
trees,
cooking
you know,
food,
seeing
banging
trees.
biddies, bro.
Yes.
Traveling around. But yeah, I've been from one coast of Canada to the other, so it's been good so far. Lived in PEI for a number of years.
PEI's
and-
amazing. I went there. I went to visit Dylan in 2014?
No, that was 2012, bro.
2012.
Yeah.
Wow. Really aging ourselves here.
Young Bobo.
Oh, dude. So
On the prowl.
I had a GoPro, so I took the GoPro with us to PEI, and it was so small I filmed everything. So I took it everywhere, like in the bars, like everything, dude. And I made like a movie. It's like a 3-hour documentary. It's
Dude,
called.
it's edited so well. There's like music
Oh,
and
dude.
cut scenes.
Yeah,
It's great.
we can never put it out because I don't own the copyright to the music, but it's got it's got an unreal soundtrack, dude. Like just hit after hit after.
Did you know that on like social media platforms that if you just put like if you play a song and you just put a cheering crowd underneath it, it won't pick it up as copyrighted material.
No, really?
I learned
Wow.
that the other day.
Wow, who told you that, Nick?
No, I was watching this video and it was like 20 or these songs are 20 years old in
Wow,
2020.
where did they get the rights to Billie Jean? That's crazy. This is like, you know.
But it was just like I'm listening to it, I'm like, how did they get away with this? And I'm listening to it, and then it's just like you can just hear like a crowd cheering underneath the whole time.
Really?
It's like, yeah! So I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, if you can bypass their copyright pickup because like I tried to post like live videos from Post Malone. And
modern
it was like,
problems
and it was
require
like,
modern
yeah.
solutions.
It's like, do you have the copyright to this song? And I was like, no, but I'm here. Come on, man, fuck.
Awesome.
Somebody post some posty.
As far as the question goes, though, I'd have to say the coolest place I've traveled would have been parts of Europe.
Yeah, Dylan. Where you been? You been to Germany?
Yeah, I went to Munich, Germany, Geneva, Switzerland, Paris, France,
Now,
and London, England.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there always a convention going on in Geneva?
Yes.
Yeah.
Geneva.
It's called the Geneva Convention.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what it
24/7.
is. I know what it is.
But yeah, so in Paris, France, there we had a free day, and I convinced the art teacher to take us to, a few selections to Jim Morrison's grave.
Oh,
Nice.
very
That was a
cool.
big, cool thing, man. And as we were headed up to the spot, it took a while to find. There's 2 men working underground in the sewer spot, and I just called them up, and I was like, I just went like the dart signal, right? They gave me a fucking dart, and I hopped the fence thing and sat on the grave, not sat on the grave, but beside it.
Why
had a
would you?
smoke.
Why would you just break on through the fence to the other side?
Oh, I did.
Hell yeah, bitch!
But yeah, that was really cool, man. It was like a big shrine, and yeah, it was quite the experience, man. Because he was a pretty influential person growing up in high school. You know, I like the music, and
Yeah, the
it
Doors.
was a
Yeah,
super cool experience.
yeah. You know how many times I've just sat outside and listened to Riders in the Storm, watching the rain. Super high, obviously.
Yeah. Fucking Lost Boys, man.
Lost Boys. Hell yeah, sick reference, bro.
I like that movie.
That is a super good movie.
But yeah, so no, traveling's cool. I mean,
Sanders actually on her way back from Washington right now.
yes, Washington State,
Washington D.C.
D.C.,
was
District
in the
of
US
Columbia.
Capitol. She went to the Natural History Museum.
Oh, very cool.
Saw some cool art.
Was
She
Ben
has-
Stiller there?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Is he
was
from there?
No, he's not from there. Night of the Museum.
None of the-
Oh yeah.
Is Ben?
So she has
Fun
this
fact, Ben Stiller's
collection.
from
She's been
DC.
sending us photos, and apparently she was outside, and Donald Trump was giving like this big speech. And
No.
She could hear him. So she's got like this collection of photos of her just giving the finger to different things that Trump was at. So like there's this big light up thing, and there's a tent and everything. And she's got her
Amazing.
finger. She took a picture of herself in front of the White House like this, just like finger up.
Wow.
Take a picture of the phone.
Just a
I'm
big
like, should
fuck
I
you,
like
America.
should I file the missing persons report now?
Yeah.
I'd
Or-
say next thing you know, she's going missing.
Thank God.
Do you even realize that you have to cross the border with those photos on your phone?
Thank God the Clintons don't live there still.
You guys ever been to Seattle before?
I have not done. I've not done much.
The
traveling
city
in the
of
US.
grunge.
Yeah.
Am I
When
right?
I lived in the Vancouver area there, we took a day trip, a 2-day trip to Seattle to see a Jays game.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
And so
They're playing
out
the-
on
what's the
Vancouver,
Seattle baseball team? The Mariners?
Yeah.
Mariners, yeah.
not
knowledge.
the Seahawks, is it?
Seahawks is football, I think.
Okay, cool,
That
cool.
I'm not into foosball.
But yeah, so when we were
It's a
driving
devil.
up to the border on Vancouver Island, there's before it was legalized, you could get edibles quite easy, but it was for medical issues there. But we were all signed up, and so we were all pretty high on the edibles, and we were crossing the border. And I was in a car with a French Canadian, a guy from British Columbia.
What's wrong with him? He's just had a lot of poutine today. He's
Yeah.
fine.
And then myself from Ontario, we all hand him our passports. He looks at us so funny. And my buddy Michael's in the back on his phone, trying not to make eye contact. The guy's like, "Can you please look at me, sir?" And he's like, "So you
You're coming
guys?"
to America.
He's like, "So one of you are from Quebec, one of you from BC, and the other one's from Ontario. You're just going to Seattle." And he's like, we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Go ahead." I was like, "No way!" I was so pumped.
Like, it's really funny. I got a joke. There's a French guy, a guy from BC and Ontario in a car. They just wanted to get high.
Yeah.
They let us in. I don't know how.
But at the Jays game, it was surprising that there was more Toronto fans in the stadium than.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
anytime.
It was lit up blue.
Anytime you see even Toronto Maple Leafs, like we'll go down to Florida and see them play the Panthers, and like, yeah, dude, it's like a sea of like blue jerseys.
Yeah.
It's like, does anybody even like the Florida Panthers? Like, are they just here so you can see other teams cheaper? Like, is that how it works? Like,
Let's go to a Panthers game. We can watch the Blue Jays super
oh,
cheap
they have,
down there.
yeah, they have ice dancers actually. Like, so they had, like, it's like that's the level of like fan base that we have. We need to put a bunch of girls in short shorts, basically Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders on skates. It's like this will get people to come and watch.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are just like porn stars that are like having an off day, right?
Pretty much. Have you ever seen the photo of Robin Williams when he dressed up as a Dallas Cowboy
Yeah, I
cheerleader?
did.
And he's
I
running
just
out
saw
on the
that,
field.
actually.
It's so funny, man. He's like, hi! He's got like makeup on. He's got like the boots and the skirt and everything. Oh.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Yeah, big time, big time. Actually, I was thinking about watching Jumanji again later today.
Yeah, I think the first one's the only good one, man. I haven't seen the one with The Rock yet, though.
It's pretty good.
It's
yeah,
pretty
is
good.
it? It's worth to watch.
It's
Yeah.
got my what's her name? She used to be in Doctor Who, the redhead from that.
Yes, and
Karen Gilligan.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah, she's in Doctor Who.
Lovely lady.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite part is Jack Black though, because he basically
Plays
he's,
a woman, right?
He's a girl, and he
Yeah.
gets so it's basically like Jack Black, but he's like a valley girl. It's like, I just want to go home, you guys. Like, imagine like Jack Black is hilarious, man. You
Next
love
best was Tropic Thunder for sure.
Tropic Thunder. What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
it. Yeah. I'm playing a guy that's playing a guy that's playing a dude in a movie that's playing a dude.
Did you know that Tenacious D is currently on tour in Europe with the
Sorry,
Foo
who's that? You
Fighters?
said?
Tenacious
No
D.
way.
No. Oh yes,
That makes
I think I
sense
did see
because
that.
wasn't Dave Grohl played the devil in the
Yeah.
movie? Yeah.
Oh,
That's
he
pretty
does,
cool.
yes. He
Tenacious
does.
D is opening for Foo Fighters, which would be like that's a show.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Actually, and we're on the last episode. We got talking about movies, and Dylan really got me when we were kids. Like we'd have sleepovers and stuff. We always had a sick DVD collection. Like we were watching movies that we probably should have not.
Oh
been
yeah, that was
watching.
my entire childhood.
Like
Yeah.
like he got me Jan Silent Silent Bob Strike Back for like my 12th birthday, and it was like my
You were
parents.
12 when Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back came out.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
boomer.
No.
It's called the micro generation. Thank you.
Gen X. But yeah. and
Yeah, pretty
it's-
much fucked us up, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
stop swearing.
I know. We were swearing all the time. We'd be like so many inappropriate things. I look back now, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised we didn't get in more trouble. Like, we
You
should've-
certainly did.
Yeah, I was a.
Fuck, that movie came out in 2001.
I was a trouble child for sure. Yeah. See, so we had it after, but yeah, we used to watch movies all the time. Dylan showed me a lot of
I
sick
was in
movies.
high school.
Oh my god.
Almost done high school.
Noich. Smoke and blunts, so got the blunts, we got blunts. But yeah, so Dylan, what is your favorite movie? Actually, I've always wanted to ask you that.
I'd have to say...
Backdoor Sluts 9.
yeah, The Return of the Whores. No, I'd have to say...
just when you thought the whores were gone, they're back.
Just for rewatchability and how good it is would be Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, I
The
just
first
watched that.
time I
Next
saw
one.
Andy Dufresne,
I just
thought
get,
there
every
was a
time I
tall
watch it,
drink
it's
of
so
water.
good. Yeah.
I didn't think much of Andy Dufresne the first time I saw him.
I thought there's a tall drink of water.
I don't
Hey.
think Morgan Freeman said that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he says that. Maybe I imagine it. Doesn't he say, "That's a tall drink of water"?
I don't think he says that.
Okay, Google
Yeah.
it. Google
I mean, he
it.
does get aggressively assaulted. Not Morgan Freeman, but Andy Dufresne.
The Sisters.
It's just-
What an intense movie, man. Prison would suck.
back then,
Like anytime. It doesn't matter when. Like I mean, like maybe like in the 30s, you're digging ditches and like you could potentially
life,
escape
like,
the jail.
like in Life.
Like in life, yes.
No,
What do
the
you mean?
movie Life.
What?
It's got Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy.
Aren't they?
Okay, yeah.
Are
yeah.
they imprisoned?
Yeah, they get caught for moonshining, and they're on like a prison camp.
I'm
There's
just
no
trying
fences.
to. I'm just trying to make some liquor to
Doesn't
feed my family.
it like goes through their whole life?
He
Pretty
goes
much,
through the
right?
whole life, and then
Yeah.
he gets released like after being in prison for 60 years, and like walks out, and there's like a black guy with a fro walking down the street with a boombox on his shoulder. It's like, just kill yourself. You're not going to be able to adjust.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I could either.
Favorite line from that movie? You gonna eat that cornbread?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
You can't have my cornbread, motherfucker.
You better get out of here. Actually, Ross at work was talking about that the other day.
Fucking Ross.
Fucking
I
Ross.
should make some cornbread soon. I fucking love
You know
it.
what's really good with cornbread?
What's that?
If you put it in the microwave and heat it up with some maple syrup. Unreal. My grandma makes cornbread muffins. A little bit of fresh Ontario maple syrup in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Unreal,
I
bro.
don't like real maple.
What's the craziest thing you've had with cornbread? I mean, like,
Okay, so
how can you really like take corn? Like, I already love cornbread. Like,
Yeah, but
blow
this
my
is
mind.
out
Take
there,
me
man.
to the next fucking
Okay,
level of
See
cornbread,
a
bro.
word picture.
So I worked at a European restaurant
I'm
in
gonna close
Kelowna,
my eyes and
BC.
picture it.
And the dish was 3 different types of roasted cauliflower, but just like a floor out of each. So we had like a real spicy one, a curry one, and then maybe just salt and pepper one. And then it had a watercress puree, and then a piece of cornbread with prosciutto in between. You know what I'm saying? It's just all
what?
kinds of weirdness,
What?
man. What?
Cornbread prosciutto? Fuck
Dude,
me
it
up,
was
cornbread
good.
prosciutto? Oh my god.
But it all just seems so weird to me.
Yeah, but
Doesn't you know
I
what I
think
mean?
I'm gonna go to the grocery store after we're done recording this.
seriously, we
Get
should.
some prosciutto and some
I'll
cornbread.
get my grandmother's cornbread recipe. I mean, we could start making our own cornbread.
We could.
Want to?
Although that maple syrup thing, man, I'm not a fan of real maple syrup.
That's fine. That's fine. See, I told you I want to brand out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the podcast is one thing. Next thing you know,
Cookbooks.
Next thing you know-
Bobchat cookbooks.
Bobchat cookbooks, Bobchat the movie. Next thing you know,
food for the average stoner.
we've got a cornbread food truck. Okay, like I'm talking cornbread on cornbread on cornbreads, bro.
See, Sanders always wanted me to have a food truck. I'm a pretty.
Oh
I
my
can hold
God.
my own in the
Dude, I'd fuck a food truck up. Dude,
Oh.
weird food trucks.
food truck.
Dude,
food truck, fuck me.
out in Charlottetown this year, there's a food truck of fucking different corn on the cob. So there'd be you go get corn on the cob that had all these different toppings on it. You pick and choose that. Pretty wild.
What's that? We had it at my aunt and uncle's house, and we talked about it where you put like the corn on the barbecue, and you put like cheese and shit on top of it. It's like a Mexican thing, like a Spanish thing. It's I'm trying to remember what
Bet
they
you
call.
Irene would know.
Yeah, no, Irene would definitely know, and it's like you roast like corn, but you put like a bunch of shit on top of it. It's fucking amazing.
I've never
Unreal.
tried. I'd like to.
Oh my god, dude! So imagine just like a cup of corn barbecuing, but like with melted cheese and like deliciousness all over that bitch.
You're making me very hungry.
You want to know a cool technique Buddy showed me? How to get the butter all over the corn on the cob.
Yeah, how do you butter it? You can show us with your hands.
Okay, so you get like a jug full of hot
And that's
water.
Bobchat, baby.
You get a jug of hot water and melt the butter on top and
I love
pour
when
it
you
in.
talk dirty to me, Dylan.
So all the butter will sit on top, and you dip it in and pull it out. And as you come out, it's like completely covered in butter.
It's like hydro painting.
Yeah.
You're hydro painting your
Your
cob
cap.
of corn.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you know that so I have buddies that I used to work with out at FCMP that are from out east, and it's either from Newfoundland, and they can everything there. And he told me, he's like, you can get corn on the cob, canned corn on the cob. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. And then he gave me a can of corn on the cob. I haven't opened it
What?
yet,
Yeah.
but I'm curious.
You think it's different than like the little baby corns in the?
It
in
is
the
because
cans?
they're full cobs. But the thing is that they're in a can and they've been
I want a
pressured,
full
so they're all
cob.
like the whole corn cob is shaped like a kernel of corn because it's all
Really?
What?
they're all slammed in there.
That's pretty
Oh
fucking.
man,
cool.
I brought back lobster in a can, but it's a glass can, like glass jar.
Okay.
But still.
yeah.
But did you know about Newfoundland? They're the only province
They
in
put-
Canada that has they can serve game at restaurants, so they
Yes.
can serve seal, moose, whatever the fuck
Really?
they
Yes,
want.
and they actually when I made those moose steaks a couple weeks ago, we were talking about that. Joel was telling me like they can the moose meat.
Yeah, there's
Like
there's
they'll-
seal
like,
meat
they'll,
too.
They'll basically take like raw moose meat and it's very like oily, right? So they'll put it in like in a mason jar and then they'll like put it in boiling water and it basically releases all of the oils and
shit,
stuff
eh?
out of the meat and then it cooks itself in the jar and you just put it on a shelf. Yeah, it's crazy. He was showing me like it looks super gross.
So you can't just sell wild game.
no, it's
No.
illegal. Yeah, so you
Really?
cannot buy
Oh,
wild
that just
game.
fucked my food truck idea. My food truck idea for the longest time was to have different types of ground meat, and you would make fresh hamburgers on site. So I'd be
Yeah,
like,
but
would you
you-
like
You can do that. It has to just
I'm
be
sure-
it has to be approved and stuff.
I'm sure
know?
you can there's probably like deer farms where you
Yeah,
can like you can
but I'm talking like boar and moose.
oh
and
you can
like,
get
yeah.
you can buy like you can get wild boar.
That was my whole premise of a food truck.
See, that would
yeah.
be cool. Do you want to do that?
I do want to
So
do
fucking
that.
wild
Investors,
burgers.
Yeah.
possibly you.
I'm always in.
All right,
man.
we're here's a special
I'll-
announcement to the Bobchat Nation. We're starting up a food truck.
GoFundMe/Bobchat.
/food truck
Slash food-
support our dreams. Everybody gets a free cornbread.
A food truck.
All investors, doesn't matter what level, you get a free cornbread.
If you want to go platinum investor level, 2 cornbreads.
It's still just cornbread.
I'd love to take a food truck around to all the festivals across Canada. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
they're
ju-
super strict on their rules on where you can be in London. Like, there's a place just down the street, Oxford and Wonderland and Riverside. That little turnoff right there by the park. They're always in there because you have to be like, I think it's like 1,000 feet or further away from any restaurant that serves something similar to that you're serving. So you
So
basically
dumb.
can't park downtown at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck that.
They got that little. They make the little mini donuts. The one truck. there.
Donut Diva.
Donut Diva.
Cool.
Sick,
I'm all
super
over
good.
that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
My favorite is it's called Bafana Boys. Shout out to
Ooh.
Bafana Boys.
Hook us up.
Yeah, they got some Bafana sandwiches, some
Plug,
piri
plug,
piri
plug,
chicken.
baby. Yeah, what is it? Chicken?
Bafana sandwiches pork
You
with
had
like
me at-
caramelized onions
Oh, stop.
and like a garlic aioli and then a spicy mustard. Oh god.
I'm so hungry right now. I'm starving right now. Well, we went to Tim Hortons earlier, and I ordered. I got the jalapeno turkey sandwich.
See, I
and
did that today too, but
Yeah.
they forgot my fucking jalapeno, so it was just a turkey sandwich with cheese
and no
and
bacon.
no jalapenos. You
great.
dicks.
Yeah, I asked, I was like, okay, yeah, can I get honey mustard on it as well, right? And then I go over there, and she's like, puts normal mustard on. She's like, oh, I can make it again for you. And I'm like, I just want to get out of here. It's fine. I immediately regretted that decision. Normal mustard on the
Should have waited for the honey
Should
mustard.
have said, "Give me both."
Yeah, give me both, bitch.
Now that you've just put mustard on it, could you maybe drizzle just
She
a
wasn't a
little bit
bitch.
of
She was
honey?
a very nice lady. Yeah.
Except for the one that forgot my jalapenos.
Ooh,
Probably the same
you go to
woman.
did you go to the one up by Giant Tiger?
The GT Boutique, yep.
Yeah. See, I guaranteed the same lady made our sandwich today, and she fucked up both of them.
Yeah.
That's funny. Look at us. We're just like totally linked telepathically. That's why Bobchat works. Get out of my head.
Get out of my head, Bob. You know what? I was thinking about this on the way over here. You see that fucking mess on the street up there?
Yeah, it looks like
that pisses me off. Garbage day was on fucking Wednesday.
And then somebody decides, like, oh, you know what I'm going to do?
That's an entire house worth of shit.
I'm going to throw my entire house out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't want any of this shit. I just decided now, the day after garbage day, eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
An entire bag.
I'm just going to leave this mountain of garbage here for the entire week. I hope that's cool with everyone in the neighborhood. No problem.
Yeah. So you have to look at my dirty-ass mattress on the side of the road for the next 7 days.
Oh, if that mattress could suck. The guy's like by standing at his window having to smoke. He's like, yeah,
We had some good times.
Good times. First time I saw that mattress, I thought, there's a tall drink of water.
That guy's into some weird shit.
First full circle, baby. It's Bobchat. But yeah, no, that's a pretty dick move. The people that do it. And you know what? It's like what? I'm sorry. Are you moving or something? Like, was this a last minute decision?
It's the 7th of December. Why you're not moving?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to know. Like, I need some backstory. Like, I want to know what happened. You know, like what was it? What, you know? Oh, Thursday night split decision. We're just gonna throw everything out. Let's fuck this shit. Like, some of that furniture looks like it's 20 years old.
Let's make Sifton work for their. Let's make these guys work for their paychecks.
Oh hell yeah, they're gonna work for their paycheck. Listen, you want to cut my grass and not put the pipe back on my eaves trough? You can go fuck yourself, Sifton.
You can go fuck.
No, they're not
good.
bad.
I had no problem. I have no qualms with Sifton. I like living here. Thank you.
Thank you. You're
Have a
the
good
best.
day.
If you want to decrease our rent, that would be cool.
No, that will never happen. It is only going to go up.
But yeah, so Dylan does a lot of festivals as well too, and so that'd be cool. Eh? You're saying a food truck at a festival. You're just selling MDMA. What's going on?
Give me 2 winks for M, 1 wink for acid.
Who would want to do acid at a festival?
wants to
Take
melt
me
their
home.
You want to hear my first experience at Champ Blanc? So
I will tell you. You tell me your first experience. I'll tell you mine.
Yes,
Okay,
I love it. Let's
so
do this.
Champ Blanc, first time there.
Where is Champlain? Give us
Champlain
for
is
the
in
listeners.
British Columbia. It's about it's around the border of Alberta and BC and the States, so
okay.
it's pretty far down there. But so I got on a bus, met a buddy there, and then I'd taken acid before. It's been a while, but we all were at the camp chilling out, and he gave me a hit. And as soon as I put it in my mouth, he like looks at the 2 different bags of acid, right? And he starts giving me like a panicked look, and I was like, dude, what happened? He's like,
Don't
yeah,
do this to me right now.
the one that I gave you is 4 doses in one. I was like, oh man. I was like, also, I don't even like
I'm
that
gonna
shit to
go
begin
lay
with
down.
because I get anxiety on it. You know, it freaks me out. So we go down to the stage, and then it starts to kick in. All of a sudden, man, I'm at like this pagoda part of the stage, and there's just the sea of people, and I get like caught with overwhelming anxiety. I have to like rush back to the campground, and then on the way back to the campground, I run into this girl who I was talking to the next camp over. And she gave me a hug because I was explaining what was happening. And then I saw this bulging Adam's apple come out of her throat. And I was like, is this a dude? I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm calling Wang.
Yeah, it's like you're in Thailand. It's like that's what my friend Jane said. He's like, when you're in Thailand, he's like, it's just custom to grab people by the crotch because you don't know.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like it's totally a norm there. It's like if you just walk up and grab some chick by the crotch, it's like
If you tell him to cough, it's medical and it's not. It's not an assault.
I'm a doctor.
I'm sure she's a lovely lady. But yeah, so then I just ran back to the campsite.
I'm sure he's a lovely lady.
I just
He
ran
is
back
the
to the
sweetest lady
campground
I've
and
ever met.
I couldn't leave the hammock for 16 hours, man.
Jesus.
This sucked.
So
but,
I got hammocked for.
but I
16
woke back.
Damn it.
It's the best festival of my
But
life.
after that, I woke up in the morning, went down the river.
I ordered tacos. I
and
got
just-
MDMA. What the fuck?
And just soaked myself in the river, and I had a fresh new day after. man.
No.
You just
All
soaked
good.
yourself in a river?
Yeah, there's a big river down by there.
You're like cleansing. Yeah, you're
I
like.
was like washing my sins, but I'm like, I'm done with it.
I basically just went and fucking baptized myself in the river.
Yeah.
Mine was I was in high school, and I was a little goth kid in high school. Like
I want to see photos of you.
trench
back then.
coat. I had like shoulder length black dreads. Like
Ugh.
yeah,
I want to
was
see
into
you.
it.
I want to see photos.
So my buddy Brian lived with his mom, and he had this tiny ass little room. This room was big enough for his mattress to be on the floor and to have a desk where he had his computer on, and that was it. But there was no table at the desk because it was right up against the bed.
Okay. Very
So
very
inside of his
toy.
room, like very, very goth room, the walls are painted black. He had this giant 6-foot poster of Trent Reznor on the wall.
Amazing.
So he's like, "We're gonna do acid," and it was on sugar cubes.
Okay.
So I took it, and we're all sitting there, and I'm like, I don't think I really feel anything. And I swear to God, I'm sitting there, and right beside me is his closet door, and I see his closet door open, and this fucking yellow.
Was it Trent Reznor?
No, it's fucking this like yellow tail popped out, and then went back inside. I'm like, Did you see that?
Was that a
What are you
Pikachu?
fucking talking about? And we had like LimeWire up with like the music playing
Oh
with
my
like that
God.
the crazy.
You're
music
such an old
screens.
man. I
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
I am such an old man.
That's okay.
And
I
then
love it.
I'm sitting there, and I swear to fucking God, a tiny little version of Pikachu walked out of the closet.
Oh my God, I called that. I just said that. I said, was it Pikachu? Yeah.
Climbed up on my lap.
We're on the. Oh my
looked
God,
at
we're
me,
the same person.
Said Pika Pika. Went back into the closet. I just looked at Brian. I was like, so I'm gonna go.
I gotta go.
I got on my bike. He lived on Oxford Street, like east. I'm driving up towards First Street, like on my bike. Just gotta get home.
Why did you have to leave? Because you had to go catch them all.
No, I was very freaked out. I was very afraid.
I just saw Pikachu. I'm scared.
Yeah, I was like 14 or 15 or 16. Yeah.
That's when I first tried it as well. My
Yeah.
first time though.
You crazy guys.
at
I've
the-
never done acid
At
before.
the end of it, we were watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z, and I was
Oh,
peeking
Kamehameha.
when,
Oh, God.
when Goku was fucking powering up, and I fucking felt his energy, bro. I was just like, yes!
I'm a Super Saiyan!
Oh, I was freaking out.
My
I loved
worst
it.
experience ever was doing mushrooms. And I had a very room that was like made for doing drugs. I had this
You had
giant
a drug room?
I had a drug. My bedroom was like
Drug
made
rug.
for it.
We're pretty much in a. Well,
Yeah,
This is a
essentially.
studio. This is.
Studio.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
quotes.
it's-
air quotes studio.
We don't refer to this as the weed room anymore. It is the studio.
So I had this big traffic light up in that my dad had got at like a police auction. It was an actual traffic
What?
light, and he had wired it up.
You stole it when you were on acid.
No
didn't
way,
you?
man. My dad got it for me. It had 3 light switches on it, so you could turn on each light individually or
Okay.
together. So it was always like we always had the red light on.
Yeah, very,
So he did a bunch of mushrooms,
very ambient. I
and
love
we
it.
were watching Requiem for a Dream.
Ooh, that's bad news.
Bad news.
Yeah.
So I was lying on my bed like this, and the scene after she had done the ass to ass, where she goes back to her apartment
And
and
huddles
she just
the
like
drugs.
lays on the couch and is staring at the blank TV, and then I was staring at the TV. Just like I sat bolt upright, and I was like, "She can fucking see me. We have to leave
Oh my
right
god.
now. Let's go."
Oh my god,
Dude, that
that's
movie
amazing.
fucked me up
Oh,
sober.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
We did shrooms here a little while ago, and then they're like, let's put on nature documentaries. I was like, okay, you know what, I can fuck with that.
Did you watch Meat Eater?
No.
That would be super aggressive.
No, we started watching Life, and then we were watching.
Oh, fuck.
We're watching the part where all the walruses jump off the cliff, and I was like, no, you have so much to live for. You know that? You've seen that?
No.
Life, Planet Earth,
yeah,
all of them?
basically, like there's this like all these walruses, and they have really shitty eyesight, but they have amazing hearing, right, and sense of smell. So like they're all
They can't move where
they're
they're
all
shitty
on
either.
top of this like huge cliff, and there's like a bunch of them in the water down below. So there's so many of them on the cliff. They start going towards the cliff because they can hear the water and smell everything, and then they jump off. Because they think, there's water down there. I'm just gonna go off here real quick, and then they die. Like it's like walruses like tumbling. I'm so high. I'm like, oh no!
Somebody save the walruses.
Somebody save the walruses! Somebody call WFF quick. Or
Where's that guy with the boat? Where's that guy with the boat?
David Attenborough, we need you now more than ever.
But yeah, the festival scene's always fun. I think now I'm going to be 29 this year. I think I will continue to go.
You're not going to be 29. You're going to be 28.
Oh right.
Go to another
I got
festival.
your back. I got your back.
No, what I was going to say was I think now as I start to get older, I've realized I can have just as much fun not on the drugs.
Yes.
Yes.
It
yeah,
is
for
so
sure.
it's such a good energy, good vibe there. You just have to like just be with the people and
Live in the
communicate.
moment. In the moment.
I
you
had
know?
that realization when I became a father at 22.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll keep going to
Real quick wake up call.
Real quick wake up call.
Coffee's on.
Coffee's on. Time for you to wake up. You want
Yeah.
a job? You want a job and a pension? You should probably do that now.
Yeah. Are you looking to send your child to school at some point? Do you want to own a house?
I'm pro-choice. It's completely up to him if he wants to go to school. But if he doesn't go to school, he's got to get a job.
Hell yeah.
I told him that.
I'm a tough I'm a cool dad, but I'm a tough dad.
He's like, so what happens after high school? And I was like, you do one of two things. You go to school and you live at home, or you get a job.
And you can move out.
You get a job and you start paying rent.
Yeah, no, basically my mom just said, you're 17, you're smoking the devil's lettuce, you can get the hell out of here.
Really?
And never come back.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Like 2 weeks before I moved out, my dad
Never come back.
my dad had said, he's like, you either got to go to school or get a job and start paying rent. So I was like, so I started paying rent. And then like I was, and then I was getting tattoos and getting piercings, but I would have to hide them. So like this was my first tattoo I ever got on my forearm. So like there was a period of like a week or two in the summer where I just wore one long sleeve shirt arm down and the other one rolled up.
It's called fashion.
And then I got my tongue.
Look it up.
I got my tongue pierced, and my dad was like, "Why are you eating so much soup lately?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Just really like soup. Lipton's in the house."
Lipton's in the house.
So then I decided that you know what? If I'm paying rent here, I should like go and move into an apartment.
Why
and
not?
I did that.
And then I can wear t-shirts and drink soup all I fucking want.
And then I started working at a bar and knocked somebody up. So I probably should have stayed at home maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Think about it now. You're doing great now. He's almost tall enough to fight you. So I mean, that's exciting.
I'm gonna have to fight him before he outgrows me, man.
Yeah,
he's like 5'3". He's 12 years old.
Yeah. He's gonna be a big boy for sure.
Yeah.
It's you got to show your dominance. So you got to say,
Gotta show him who's alpha.
Exactly, 100%.
Let's be honest, Sandra's the alpha.
My wife is the queen of my world, and she's the best. She everything she does is right. I'm wrong all the time.
It's true.
Hey, Sandra.
She listens to this and has been on it.
Sandra has run it. I really like Sandra. I'm excited. So we have a group now between me, Nick, and Matt. And it's a Bobchat production team where we discuss what we're gonna do, how we're gonna make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nick is responsible for that genius Baby Yoda.
Unreal. Honestly, yeah,
it's pretty on point.
He didn't even want credit for that. I was like, no, Nick. It's like so Nick.
He doesn't even want credit for it. I feel like he wants his association with Bobchat to be not so much associated with his actual business.
Yes, okay, that's fair. That's fair. But he is now our director of media. We brought Sandra on as director of marketing, which I'm pretty excited about because she's a whiz with the whole social media thing, which is great because it's a lot of work. We
just gotta let them know that the stocks are 30-30 20-20.
Yes, 100%. So see this is right now any money you invest, if any monetary gains come forth from that investment, then you will receive your percentage afterwards. We gotta make money before we can pay you.
We gotta start getting people to pay for us to advertise them. Could you imagine me and you doing an advertisement?
Oh, actually, I was looking at that because I've been delving more into like promoting Bobchat and stuff. Yep. And actually, yes, you can make legitimate money.
Oh yeah.
By doing they'll tell you what to say, you record it. And Bobchat today is brought to you by Lipton Soups. It's in the house.
It's in the house.
Chicken noodle. We've got cream of broccoli. But
do they have Lipton's cream? I don't think they have cream of broccoli.
Cream of broccoli.
I feel like Lipton is literally like onion soup mix and chicken noodle with the little noodles.
Ooh, you're my little
too.
noodle.
Is there mushroom?
Maybe not. No.
Yeah, I don't know. Cream of this, cream of that. Who knows?
Cream of some young guy.
Gross.
It's actually a good soup, eh?
Is it?
Yeah.
I would know. Okay. That was a great festival, huh?
So it turns out that wasn't Adam's apple.
He was a very nice lady.
Best cream of some young guy soup I've ever had.
Oh, disgusting.
That's fucking
disgusting.
jokes.
But yeah, people don't realize it takes a lot to make a podcast. Like it does.
You do. Let's be honest. I bring the funnies. Bob does all the work.
I'm funny too. But yeah, no, but you know what? I think we should just take a quick second to thank a lot of people, like all the supporters, man. People have been very supportive. I'm
gonna have to like thank Irene and
for
Nick
sure. Nick and Irene for sure. They've been supporters since day one. Dylan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Has from the get go has said, "Oh my god, dude, amazing! I love it."
Also, our friend, a friend of mine, Laura. Nick got Laura. They share an office space to start listening to it. She's in the photography industry. She runs the Mini Studio London. She's also now an avid listener.
Oh, very good, very good. So, well, welcome, thank you. We have a couple of people too. A friend of mine, Matt Henshaw. He's always a big supporter. He's always posting stuff. and it means a lot to us because we like doing this, and you too, Dylan. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for being here. That's half the battle is getting people to
Just worked
listen.
out well that I was here.
Yep.
I wish you were here all the time.
I'm super excited for episode 10 though.
Oh hell yeah! Let's not. No, don't give
You
anything
don't
away.
give it away. Oh, but I'm so excited.
I know,
about
but
it.
don't give anything away. It's just so every Bobchat Nation
I was
episode
with Nick
10
last night.
is gonna
He's
be
got some
on motherfucking real.
I was with Nick last night. He has got some shit prepared.
Hell yeah! And actually, you know what I think we should also do a quick shout out to that I've been thinking about and for a while. The person that brought us together, who is also a very avid listener, Mr. Trevor Prevost.
Oh yeah, Trevor.
Trevor.
My
Trevor.
old supervisor for my limited stay at Ideal Pipe.
Trevor, very special Bobchat salute to you, sir, because he is an avid listener, and you're pretty much the reason that me and Matt met.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
it's
was
what's
like
his name?
fate.
It's what's his name in HR?
Oh, don't even speak that name in my house.
He's technically the reason.
Yeah, human resources. Yeah, we're resources. They don't care about us at all. I'm worker 1047. What can I do for you?
I mean, you're literally wearing an Ideal Pipe shirt right now.
These are my comfy shirts. I have like 30 of them. Well, actually, last night they took us out to Rec Room. For Daryl, my boss, did.
Oh, nice.
They took us out for Yard Loader Appreciation Week, and it was like me, Jamie, who were like the two younger guys in the crew, and then like
Should have given me a call. I would have swung by just to say hey there.
Oh, that would have been hilarious, yeah. And then it was like 4 older guys, and like literally like other than me, Jamie, and Daryl, like the other 3 guys were all wearing Ideal Pipe shirts.
Yeah.
And like they had gone home.
Did Jeff go?
Jeff was Jeff was there. It was weird.
You should have called.
He got a hotel in London for the night to stay. But like they literally all went home after working all day, showered, changed, and then they came back wearing work clothes. I'm like, what are you guys doing, man?
These are my nice Ideal Pipe clothes.
Yeah, that's Kent or Drunk Trent had got his. We got these really very vibrant high vis yellow sweaters with our names on them, and he's like, my wife said I can't wear this to work. It's too nice. I'm like, what do you mean? You're gonna go to a fucking Olive Garden for dinner wearing a fucking fluorescent yellow sweater? Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, that's something you wear at work, dude. Like, yellow's really my color.
It brings out more.
I love that I don't have to wear like a set uniform at my job. Like literally,
dude,
other than the track pants, this is literally what I wore to work on Friday, except for a pair of those nice Cintas black work pants.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I wear the uniform hard. I had the
button with the
I'd have
white,
like a chef coat, and then the pants, then apron. And in college, man, we had to do a necktie, so I was like tying a fucking tie every day.
Fancy.
Pretty formal stuff. We had like a side towel. But
Wow,
luckily,
a single Windsor, Dylan. Step up your tie game.
it's a double or it's nothing.
Yeah, so where I'm going back to, I'll have to be in the full gear again. But like where I worked last summer at
Time to
PEI, it was
suit
just whatever I wanted, man.
Nice.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
so that was pretty comfortable in that sense. But
Have you seen the movie with
Absolutely.
what's his name? He's doing the Mandalorian. He was in Iron Man.
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau, chef.
Yeah, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pretty true to like because I watched his show after that where he like is cooking with that Chinese chef from that show, and he's like, we tried to make it as real to life as possible, which is why he had a chef train him. Like all the stuff that you see him doing, he's actually doing it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a
pretty
good
cool.
movie. Yeah.
It's a solid movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Man, it's a crazy field to be in. And
Yeah. I know, that's what I wanted to do when I was younger. I wanted to go to I wanted to go to the culinary course at Fanshawe. My dad was like, I want you to take a business course. So I took business administrative marketing, finished a year of it. Then I was like, and I did a year of that, Dad. Here you go.
Yeah, and guess what? Now we're running the most successful podcast at this side of the town.
Yeah, I went to school out in Prince Edward Island out there. It's the Culinary Institute of Canada. So
Nice.
It's pretty prestigious,
Yep.
man. And it was the only college I applied to, so when I got accepted,
Shout
I was
Michael
hyped
Smith.
because I got to leave home.
Yeah.
And just start
That's
my
awesome.
own journey. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool because at first I wasn't like really that into it, but after I graduated, that's when I really grew the passion for it and like the love. So
Have
it was
you guys seen that Vice documentary? And it's about Gordon Ramsay going into his restaurants and like
Oh, yeah,
and seeing all the cococaine.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh yeah.
oh, they do cocaine everywhere. It's like, yeah,
Cocaine on the toilets.
The shit is fucking cut.
it was more alive when it was dead.
Yeah,
I don't know, crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, so tell us something else really cool, Dylan. Tell us a crazy thing that's happened to you. You're chock full of crazy stories. I know you are. Dig deep on this. Dig deep.
I like to do a lot of like extreme sports, but
I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie.
So I'll tell you a story.
Is
I
your name
broke my
Kyle?
collarbone.
Monster in that Tim Hortons cup.
So
Yeah, he slammed a rock star before
Yeah,
you
I
got
did.
here.
Yeah, I did.
So 2013, we're at the fucking Dooley's down in Charlottetown.
Oh, dude, amazing! I went there when we were there. We
Yeah.
went and got Donairs there. Unreal, right?
Yeah.
Oh no,
So-
it's a bar. It's the bar.
Dooley's is a pool billiard kind of
Yes.
thing.
Okay. My mistake. But yes,
so
I was very drunk.
playing pool, doing rails of MD and Coke in the bathroom, and then
Jesus, Dylan.
and then we all just
This is not a PG episode.
okay. So then there's
You could have just said you were
explicit.
drunk. It's fine.
okay. So there's
I was drunk.
Yeah, my dad said
Yeah.
Did you hurt yourself? Why? Well, my dad said you went to rehab. Oh yeah, I hurt my nose.
Yeah, I went there for some hard physiotherapy.
but so next to Dooley's there's a 5-story parkade, and
In no way does Bobchat promote the use of drugs. Except marijuana.
Illegal drugs.
Illegal
Yes.
drugs.
So 5-story
Disclaimer.
parkade, and I've done this run a million times. You start at the top 5-story, you go down, you like swerve on the longboard to slow down, kind of thing. But this time, obviously, I was like feeling like Jesus himself, and
He was literally standing on the longboard
Yeah,
like this,
so-
like arms out.
Buddy and I, we were like, let's
Christ
race.
there.
Buddy and I started to say fire, like, let's race. And then so I was like, I'm not fucking losing this guy. So I didn't swerve. I didn't swerve down to slow down at all. Just fucking full sending it. And then and I was going so fucking fast coming out onto the street that there's literally like a 1.5 feet of space to get on from the sidewalk onto the road. And I missed it by what seemed like a mile, and I flew, bro. Hit the curb and just probably did like a few flips in the air. Crash. And then I come to, I'm like being dragged off the street, and I'm like hallucinating that I'm at the music festival Evolve out in Nova Scotia. I'm like, are we at Evolve? And my friends are like, what? They're like, dude, you just got fucked. And then I was like, oh. I was like, they're like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. And I went like this, felt my shoulder. I was like, should this be like this? And my whole collarbone was sticking out of my fucking body.
Looks
man.
like it's time to send it to the hospital.
Yeah. And so they dropped
Blasted.
me. They dropped me off at the hospital.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, here, we're just gonna leave you outside the door. Drag yourself in.
and then the nurses take me in, and they start doing some tests or whatever, but they had to wait fucking 24 hours to operate because of how fucked up I was. Yeah.
You have a blood content in your body of 0.1. That's just the blood that's clean.
She came to me. She's like, did you know what you know what's your blood tested positive for? I was like, oh no.
Take a little sip of that, you'll feel great.
Adrenaline.
Yeah. Other than that, like I also broke the ankle, same kind of thing, but I was sober and I was downhill mountain biking on an ex-girlfriend's mountain bike, and she was selling it that day. And
Last time I borrowed her bike.
she's like, you should take this bike out and try this because I'm selling it today. I was like, sure.
Oh, she's about to.
Because I fucking broke it.
Yeah.
No,
So
new selling point on the Kijiji ad. Yeah, you might break your ankle. It's a great bike.
So I was out in Tofino there, going off the back hill of mountains, jumping off and stuff. And yeah, so first time doing it, her bike was already a little small, and it had the really low shocks on it. So I take it off a jump and
I've never known you to be into like mountain bike. You're like, I took it off a fucking sweet jump.
And I got such a rush from it. I was like, I'm gonna do that again. So I go back and start even farther back and fucking launch off the thing. And as
Just
soon as I go up,
send it.
I black. And like I black out for the adrenaline.
The
And then-
adrenaline was too much.
And then what I
Put me
what I
down.
think had happened is like I blacked out, and my foot came off the pedal. And that was the first thing that hit.
Nah.
Yeah.
You snapped your ankle.
Oh man! And I looked at it. I started not being able
Where
to
were you?
breathe.
Were you like out in
was
the
out in the
wilderness
middle
by
of
yourself?
nowhere, yeah.
What'd you do?
So I pulled myself up on the jump, and I was just like, help! But then I kept looking. I kept like passing in and out. But luckily there was these two dudes going off the trail. They're like, bro, you okay? I was like, no!
That's exactly
You need
what
to
they sounded
fucking
like.
get a car down here. So they drove a truck down the thing, threw me in the back, and then drove me to the hospital, just kind of tossed me out in a wheelchair. And then, long
Why
story
does
short...
I would walk you in. Why does nobody ever walk you into
Yeah.
the hospital?
But long story short, since Tofino, it's so far out in the middle of nowhere, I had to like pretty much go 3 hours to get operated. So I went a few days without. So what they did is they're like, we're gonna
Jesus.
administer you a safe dose of fentanyl to realign your foot and then put a pseudo cast on. I was like, okay. So they do that. So they inject me with the fentanyl, realign the foot, put a pseudo cast on, and then I came out of that, and they're like, yeah. I was like, that's not straight. And they're like, well, you're not a doctor. And I was like, dude, that's not straight. I know what my fucking leg looks like. So they go do a
I've been looking at my whole life.
They go do a re-X-ray. It's not straight. And then they're like, well, we're going to do that whole process over again. I was like, hit me up.
You're like, they're like, but this time you don't get fentanyl.
Yeah.
Give me the drip, bro.
But when they said they were going to give me that, I was like, is that safe? He's like, we're doctors, man. I was like, true.
Yeah,
true.
and a doctor's never killed anybody before, ever.
You ever heard of Gavorkin?
So now I'm not so into the whole, like, I just take it easy, man. I can't afford to lose.
No more adrenaline.
Just
I can't
small
break another
adrenaline,
bone.
like
well, and you,
small adrenaline bumps.
but you
going
like
off a trampoline or something.
jumping into a pool from
you-
from the second diving board.
Yeah, you are like an adrenaline junkie. You've been bungee jumping too, right?
Yeah, I went bungee
You
jumping in
crazy
Whistler.
fuck. I would probably have a heart attack and die.
I would probably die because I don't think they make bungees.
The one in
I used to be really into downhill mountain biking too when I was in my younger, lighter years.
Is that before the goth?
Yeah,
the
it
goth
was.
era?
Yeah, well, actually, no, it was during. I rode a bike everywhere.
I wish it was just
imagine
dark
me
all the time.
on a I had a Norco Bigfoot.
Oh,
Like, I
okay,
had
cool.
a good downhill mountain bike, biking down the street, trench coat blowing in the wind,
Yeah, the black dress.
black nail polish,
Beautiful.
guy liner, like
listening
the
to
whole
Closer by Nine Inch Nails.
It's like
I was
the
really
Dark
into
Knight.
Korn. I
You're
was
like,
super into
you're
Korn.
like
Nice.
a Dark Knight. He's a
I still
legend
dig
amongst
Korn.
men.
I don't like new Korn because
fuck
they're
no.
more they've gotten more into like the
Dude, they
the
dubstep
electronic-
shit,
Yeah,
too, which
I know,
is
right?
weird, eh?
Yeah.
I'm talking self-titled,
Yeah.
Follow the Leader.
I'm talking on the cob, Cream.
Also rock Limp Bizkit quite often.
Oh,
Limp Bizkit's
yes.
my workout music thing.
$3 bill, y'all.
Yeah.
$3 bill, y'all.
Gets me amped.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The fucking guy, that bassist in this band he looked like he should have been in
Bass
Korn.
players are totally
Wes-
underrated.
Wes Borland, that was his name.
Bass players do not get enough credit.
And they all do the same thing. Have you ever noticed a bass player?
Slap the bass like crazy.
Bass player is
Bam.
the least impressed person in any band
Oh,
on
for
any
sure.
stage
Because
ever.
they're like, turn your fucking amp down. We don't want to hear it just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, also big news. We talked about this once before, but I ended up getting
Yes.
tickets.
Yes. OLP.
For Our Lady Peace.
Yeah. No
way.
And backstage passes for the after party.
Yeah, because Matt actually grew up with the drummer of Our Lady Peace.
The
Very
current
cool.
drummer of Our Lady
Yeah.
Peace. I had no idea. So me and my wife went and saw him. I'll tell the story real quick. Went and saw Our Lady Peace, and this person was wearing the band shirt and it had all the last names. And I saw the last name Pierce, and I was like, I grew up with a guy named Pierce that plays drums.
Yeah.
And I pulled up their Facebook page and on Google, or I pulled up their page on Google, and I was like, holy fuck! One of my childhood buddies is
the
drumming for
drummer.
Our Lady Peace right now.
And then he's
my
like-
wife's like, so like, how good of friends are you? How good of friends are you as kids? And I was like, I've seen his penis. We used to all stand around the
So I
bonfire
guess you could
and
say
piss on it to put it
we're
out.
pretty good friends.
But yeah, no, I just sent him a message and I was like, hey, do you want to get together? Me and my wife, like, I didn't ask him for tickets because I wouldn't do that. It seems like a shady thing to do. Like, oh, you're in a band. Hey, can you give me tickets?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in 20 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in 20 years.
Oh
Can you
my
give me tickets?
god,
So I
how
was
have
just
you
like,
been?
Hey, if you're not busy on New Year's, I know you probably will be, and you want to grab a beer, I'm currently looking at getting tickets for me and my wife. And he was like, hold on a second, let me message my tour manager.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. And then he messaged me back. He's like, all taken care of, 2 tickets plus after party backstage passes for you and your
Fuck
wife. And I was like,
yes.
Dude, I love Our Lady Peace. That's gonna be a
oh,
good show.
so we saw
I
it,
would
what,
have
6 months ago.
told her, and I would have like saved us.
Oh,
A
as soon
surprise.
as he sent me the
know.
message, I screenshot it. I sent it to her, and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding
I would
me?"
have saved it as like a gift or like a birthday gift, like huge
Yeah.
surprise. Like,
I saw them out in Charlottetown in
You're just you're the best
2014,
husband.
I think, but they did an outdoor concert. It was Ja Rule, Our Lady Peace, and
God.
Metric.
Oh, Ja
What a
Rule?
combo.
Yeah.
This
really.
one was the 90s Summer Salt tour.
Okay,
So it was
cool.
like Our Lady Peace, live. What's Gavin Rosdale?
We were
Band's in.
Bush.
Bush, yeah, Bush was there too.
Cool.
So it was
That'd
like,
be great.
and then DJ, another band I listened to, USS. They're a Canadian band, but it's 2 guys, and one of the guys is a DJ, is Human Kebab, and he was
What?
and he was there spinning in between shows. Yeah, his name's
Cool.
Human Kebab.
We
That's sick.
me and Dylan were talking about that yesterday. Actually, me and Dylan have gone to quite a few concerts together. We saw White Stripes,
Yeah,
and we
grade
saw
eight.
Weed, and we saw grade 8. I remember my mom being like, "Well, I don't know what this band is," and Dylan's mom was like, "Oh, it's fine. We get there, everybody's smoking weed. It was awesome."
Yeah.
And then we went to see Weezer, and like I think we were in like grade 9 at that point.
I think grade
and
10,
grade
yeah.
10 maybe, and like like we were just like so worried about smoking weed, like you know, like at the ACC, like oh fuck, we're gonna get kicked out of this Weezer concert, and our moms are gonna have to come pick us up in Toronto and be pissed at us. So we're like out there just like fucking puffing back 2 big joints as quick as we can, and then we go in, and then everybody's smoking weed. I was like, fuck, why didn't we just save the joints, man?
That's what I do. I went and saw with Nick. We went and saw 21 Pilots.
Oh, okay, very
at
cool, yeah.
Budweiser Gardens. I felt like such an old fucking man there because it was like
all the teeny boppers.
pre-teens, but I was like 21 Pilots is fucking solid. Like I love, they got good tunes.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So
very
I
good.
didn't want to leave because I'm old and I had a good spot and I would never get back there. I'm sitting there. I have my vape and I have it in my jacket pocket right here because I'm an adult and I have a breast pocket in my jacket.
Okay, boomer.
So I reach in and I just like get down in my jacket and I take a big fucking hit and I blow it down and it goes like down between these girls' legs and then like comes up in front of them and I'm watching this whole thing happen and like it comes up in front of them. The one girl's like,
Is that raspberry?
like, do you smell that? It smells good. And she like turns around and looks at me and I'm just like bobbing my head like, yeah, and then she turns back around like, oh, sorry, Biggie. And then again, she's like turning around. She's like, this is awesome.
It's an optical. Oh my god! I thought, was there MDMA in those tacos?
I was like, where have I smelled this before?
Oh, that's amazing.
But
Yeah.
no, speaking of food, tacos. If you're ever around this area during the summer, and you want like really good tacos,
Authentic.
like there's a place in Port Stanley called Main Street Taqueria.
Ooh, yes, very
I have
good.
many
very
a conversation with this guy. He's a French trained chef that wanted to bring like authentic Mexican, and he makes like their tacos are on point.
Good. Oh my god!
Also,
Let's go right now. Let's get tacos
It's not
today.
open. He's only open during the season. If you
Call
want a
him.
really good place, the place that just opened up in the
Yes,
Plaza.
yes,
Have
yes.
you gone there yet?
I haven't gone there yet. I was
Oh,
thinking about
dude.
it. I was thinking about it tonight. Actually.
Blow your fucking mind.
Yeah. Okay. Do they do takeout too, or do you have to? Eat
You
there?
won't want it takeout.
Yeah, you want to.
It'll
eat
be
it there.
better. Plan on being there for a while because you get authentic taco. You get good food. You don't get good service. Like
Yeah.
you'll sit down at the table and he'll bring you out a tostada, just like on the house. Here's a tostada.
Yeah.
And they bring them out and then he'll ask you what tacos you want. If you're like, I want 2 pork and a beef, he'll be like, oh, one at a time. They're big.
They're big,
One at
yeah.
a time. But he's like a retired doctor.
Well, yeah, we talked about that actually last time. Yeah, Dylan last night because I was going out for dinner, so I was like, oh, I'll drive you somewhere to get you some dinner right before I go, and he's like, I really want a shawarma because I only get shawarmas when I'm here, and so I took him to Shelby's.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
it was
He was like, "Is it good?
Shelby's is on
Is it
point.
good?" I
Did
was
you get their
like, "Fuck."
rice?
No, I got the fries with garlic sauce on it, or
Their
the
rice
aioli.
their rice is similar. It's like garlic sauce and then like a spicy sauce.
Nice.
And I always ask for extra because they
Yeah.
just dump it in there and mix the
Super
rice
good,
all up.
super
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
But then the worst part was we got back here and I was like waiting like 20 minutes to go for my dinner, and like all I can smell is a shawarma. I'm like, fuck, dude, I want a shawarma so bad. And then Delissa gets home, she's like, is there anything for dinner? And then she's like, oh, I can smell shawarma. I'm like, that's not even mine.
It's not even my shawarma. You can't have a piece because it's not mine.
I'm like, there's a pack of ramen noodles in my lunch bag. If you want to, it's kimchi flavor, you know.
Dude,
you
on
do that.
their menu said a new menu item was melted shawarma bites. Wonder what that was.
Oh, what? Fuck me up. They're always doing crazy stuff down there.
Yeah.
They got Doritos shawarma poutine, the Doritos shawarma poutine. They've got onion ring shawarma poutine. Like, it's just unreal. Shout out to Shelby's. I don't think they might not listen.
I feel like they're not in our wheelhouse.
No, but maybe one
One
day.
day.
One day.
Maybe one day.
Once we go worldwide, baby.
Yeah.
It's Bobchat, baby.
Bobchat going worldwide.
Yeah, skirt. But yeah, so I don't know. That's a lot of exciting things have been happening lately. I mean, Dylan being here is super cool. A lot of networking with Bobchat.
That's good.
We are now officially on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, we are.
What up, Steve
Cool.
Jobs? Skirt. Yeah. Holla at your boy.
Gotta get some ratings on there.
Ooh.
If you are, well, it only applies to people that listen to it on Apple Podcasts.
So-
But if you are listening to it on Apple Podcasts, make sure you do what our good friend Nick did and give us a 5-star rating so we can
Iced
climb that ladder.
tuna. Yes, sir. So yeah, we're you can find us on Facebook at Bobchat Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Bobchat Podcast, and you can find us on Apple Music Podcast at Bobchat Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your grandmas.
So please tell your grandmas, because if your
They're
grandma
the-
listens to Bobchat, she may be the coolest grandma in the world.
Oh fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You don't think old people like smoking weed and laughing? Yeah, they do. Everybody does. If you don't like smoking weed and laughing, then I'm sorry. You can go fuck yourself. Okay? 'Cause
Wow,
that's-
Bob. I like laughing but not smoking weed. Should I go fuck myself?
I don't know.
That was super harsh.
Why do you fuck me yourself, you coward?
What?
And on that note, we're gonna take a short break.
Yeah, joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah.
That's funny. Sorry, before we go.
Don't go fuck yourself. Like,
No, don't
just
go
because
fuck
you don't like
yourself.
smoking weed, you don't have to go fuck yourself. That's
So,
not what I meant.
we're
But I'm
talking
just saying,
about this
Just don't hate on it.
We were talking about this at work. So the guy that trained me before I took over for him, his name was Wayne. And
You guys call him Wiener?
Nope. I only knew him for 2 weeks before he left. He's this big, tall guy with a deep voice. He's like a drummer. So like
Hey,
like if he's
Matt.
sitting there training him, or he's training me, we'd sit at the desk. He's just like stamping his feet, and like out of nowhere, he'll just be like, doo doo doo, blah blah blah, blah, like just sings.
What?
So I'm sitting there and he's reading emails.
What a happy guy.
He's
Sounds
a
very
super happy guy. Super happy guy. Just wait. So he's reading emails and he's like, what the fuck? And then he goes to start. He's like, these motherfucking people. And he starts typing. He goes like, you know what? Fuck it. These people can take a flying lick of my asshole. And I was like, a flying lick. Of
What
your
does that
asshole.
even mean?
So
Is that some kind of
this- just
adrenaline
listen.
junkie thing?
We started talking about it at work, and I'm like, what do you think is the best way to take a flying lick of somebody's asshole? What are the mechanics
There's
involved?
a trampoline involved.
No,
a
see,
lot
I
of
have
KY.
the perfect. I have the right answer.
Okay, yes. Ooh.
No,
What was
they
his answer?
levitated in
He
the
was
air?
like, if you're suspended, I was like, but then you're taking a suspended lick of an asshole, not a flying. You have to be in the air of your own power.
Sounds like you guys keep really busy at work. Eh?
We do. This is the end of the day. So I said to him,
Yeah, end of the day, 10 a.m.
I said to him, end of the day, 10 a.m.
I am just exhausted.
I am just exhausted. I've been working for 3 hours. This is retarded.
What a day.
Ridiculous. So we were sitting there, and I was like, I have the right answer. He's like, what's the
Lay
right
it on
answer? I'm
us.
like, okay, so I will be the lick E, you will be the licker.
Oh,
He's like,
Jesus.
why do I have to be the licker? I'm like, just for
It's a
science sake.
hypothetical situation.
All right, so here's what I'm
We're
gonna
putting
do.
in the man hours to find out what you need to live your life, bro.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get down in a real deep squat. Like, just the deepest squat. You know, whoa.
Oh, cafe.
Getting violent in here.
Okay.
Like, belly forward, butt out. So it's like...
Does a real
it's
deep
full.
squat.
It's open. Like,
Okay, that's gross.
yeah.
Yeah, but keep going.
you want to be able to get taint to tail, the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, and then what you need to do is you need to get in push-up position.
Here at Bobchat, we're bringing you the information you need to live your life. We
get
hope
in-
you walk away feeling very informed.
So then the licker would get into push-up position while I'm in squat position, and then they would just give one good push off the ground.
Oh. That would suck.
Boom, done.
That'd be sick.
Super cool. Super adrenaline.
Oh my god.
What does your breath smell like? Shit.
I was thinking flying licks of assholes.
Yeah, it's so funny though. Just out of nowhere, he's like, these people could take a flying lick of my asshole.
Yeah,
That's aggressive. Where's that?
I don't even know where he got it from.
Oh god, where do we get most things we say from? Mostly movies, the internet.
Yeah, it's a lot of the internet.
Yeah, thank God you can't copyright memes. Am I right?
Dictionary.
The dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me look this up. Oh, this is a Scrabble dictionary. There's a few extra words here.
The made-up words.
The made-up words. Limo is not a acceptable word in Scrabble. It's limousine. Okay, you can't use abbreviations. Everybody knows that. Don't get me started on Scrabble.
You need to calm down, Bob.
Very
It's
upset.
just Scrabble.
It's not just Scrabble.
It's-
Tell me it's just Scrabble one more fucking time.
It's
I'm
just
kidding.
Scrabble.
I've been pumped up today, man. It's been an intense day for me. Pretty hungover today.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had a pretty crazy night last
Well, I
night.
saw you standing in front, hacking darts last night, like 11:30.
Smoking darts,
I think we had the last
drinking a
minute five.
couple of reebs, and shooting the shit.
I was coming back from all you can eat sushi, so I was in no position
Just come and say hi.
to do anything but go home and take my pants off.
Do you
a
end off
sushi
with
cone.
ice cream usually? What kind?
I normally do, but we didn't last night because
Fair.
so I usually go with my friend Megan because my wife doesn't really like the fish side of things, so we always go when Sandra's out of town, which sounds super super bad. I actually said that to
She's just my friend.
I
She's
actually
just
said
my
that to
friend.
a waitress one time. One of the first times we ever went out for sushi was at a place called Sushi Galore, and we sit down, and she's like, "So do you guys come here? Have you guys been here before?"
This is my girlfriend. My wife's out of town.
No, basically. I was like, no, we've tried all you can eat, and we try to figure out which one's our favorite one. She's like, oh, so you've been to a place like this? I'm like, yeah. I was like, we don't get to do it very often. We normally can only go out when my wife's out of town. I'm wearing a wedding ring. She is not. The waitress looks at me like I am the biggest piece of shit in the world.
Oh, yeah,
and just walks away. And then I looked at Megan and I was like, did that sound how it sounded? She's like, it 100% sounded how it sounded.
We might want to just leave.
Yeah, we should just leave now.
I think there's spit in my sashimi.
yeah. This salmon seems extra slimy. Why is that?
Yeah,
Some
ew.
young guy.
Some young guy.
Okay. That's Bobchat, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, we had sushi last night. We normally do it, but we haven't done it in a while.
You normally do it?
No, we normally get the. We already get
Oh,
the
you
ice
normally
cream.
get the suit. Oh,
the
I
ice
thought you
cream.
said you
Yeah,
normally do.
So-
I'm a big fan of the black bean.
See, I did the black bean
Or
once, and I
red
was
bean.
like, I did the red bean the last time I was there,
What,
and I
that
was like,
bean ice cream?
it's
Yeah.
beans. It's got red beans in it.
It's got bean.
It's weird.
Who thought about
different.
putting beans in ice cream? Like, what a crazy idea!
The
That
Japanese.
guy was.
I
guy
mix
was
that with the
definitely
matcha.
smoking
It's pretty
weed.
good.
See, I go
at you guys, all
strawberry
cultured
ice
and
cream,
shit.
strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and at this place just up Wonderland, they have a chocolate mousse that is really good, and a lychee mousse as well.
Cool.
Yeah,
That'd
Very
be good.
cool. You guys are so fucking cultured. I love it.
yeah. I even eat with chopsticks, bitch.
Oh shit! What? I could eat with chopsticks, dog.
They might have an elastic on them and a napkin in between them, but I eat with them.
Yeah, can I get a fork, please? Oh no.
They ask you to leave at this place.
No.
No.
You uncultured swine.
Take a hike.
You
Can I get
better
a fork, please? And then
you get out of here. Dick germs. That's
But yeah, we were
good.
there for like an hour and a half, and we just
Damn.
like we're talking the whole
Can
time,
we-
ordering food,
Can
talking,
we go?
ordering food.
Can we go get some sushi sometime?
We could do
I
that.
love sushi.
Yeah?
I would love for us to go. Yeah.
We should do
I
that.
love sushi as well.
Yeah, why not?
Have you ever been to the Heart Sushi up on
I
Wonderland?
haven't been to Heart. No, I've only been to 619
168.
168.
And I'm sorry to say,
619 Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Booyaka, booyaka.
168 has moved to the bottom of my list.
Sick reference though. Which one?
168 has moved to the bottom of my list.
609?
The last
Yeah.
time I went there.
I'm not dyslexic, I swear.
Oh, you're not dyslexic because the 9's not anywhere in it. You're just
What? It's an upside down 6, isn't it? I'm done. I know. I'm sorry. I'm very
Oh
hungover today.
man.
This is Bobchat. I love it. I love Bobchat. Like Bobchat. I like live for Bobchat anymore. Is that weird?
I mean,
It's like our child, man.
the goal is to get to a point where we could just be recording content 24/7 and not have jobs.
Hell yeah! And actually, I'm very excited. I'm actually going to be releasing a very special PSA from Bobchat in the coming week. I've
A public sex announcement. Right?
yeah, pretty much. How did you know? Get out of my head, Matt.
New just a Bobchat. Bob is transitioning.
No, whoa. That's not very nice. If the people want to do that, that's fine, but that's not for me. But yeah, public sex announcement. Here at Bobchat, we like to have sex.
With each other. Wait, no, sorry. I got it backwards. With our significant others. I
There
missed
it
the
is.
significant part.
And my sushi girlfriend.
Nope. Can't say that. That's a bad.
That's a no-no.
That's a no-no. Wife
Just-
wouldn't like that.
Just kidding.
I don't think Megan would like it either.
Does Megan listen to the show?
I don't
Hi,
think
Megan.
she does. I'll tell her that she got a call out.
You got a shout out,
I'll tell her, be
yo.
like, you're listening to episode 9, Megan.
Yeah. Episode 9, acid food trucks. That's what we're calling it.
Really? I was thinking adulterous sushi.
Ooh, I like acid. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we could. We can talk about it after.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty good episode today. Dylan, I want to thank you for coming out. It was really great to see you. I love you. I miss you. You're one of my best, oldest friends. Matt, don't get jealous. I don't want to see you guys fighting over me.
He can be your best oldest friend. I'm your best newest friend.
Hey, that's nice. That's super nice. But yeah, thank you for coming, and I'm excited for you to hear the episode and maybe come back on Bobchat another time.
Absolutely. I would love to come back another time if I'm in town. And I'll leave you with this. All of your life, people are going to try to close doors on you. Open them.
And if
That's
they won't,
actually
they won't
DJ
open,
Khaled
kick them
quote.
down.
If you won't open, use your fucking foot.
Oh, is that a DJ Khaled one?
Yeah, and
yeah.
peace and pot.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Did you say
Another
DJ
one.
Khaled? I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
can we get
another one.
another one?
That's a DJ Khaled quote that
Yeah.
I said. Yeah.
Hey, if you ever get lost in the ocean on a sea-doo, another one.
We the best podcast.
We the greatest.
Father of a son.
Son of Khaled.
Oh my god.
Son of Khaled. Son of Khaled. Ashad's return. We should totally link up with him. We have a lot of great
Can
marketing.
we just get him to like just toss? Do you think the whole?
Oh, you know what I
Do you think
saw?
the whole another one is copyrighted?
No, I don't know. But you know what I saw though? I saw a thing. You can do a thing online where you can actually pay celebrities to do
saw
video
that.
shout outs to you. We should
Yeah.
totally try to get
It's
DJ.
fucking expensive as well. Have you seen the cost of it?
No.
It's yeah. Do you
just
have
let-
a couple tens of thousands of dollars?
Let me live in a fantasy world where I can
Okay,
afford
alright.
it, and once I do look at it, then I'll be disappointed.
Fine.
I can. There's this guy. Hold on. There's this guy named Schaefer Bates.
Yeah.
He's got videos on YouTube, and he does like the best impressions
Ooh.
of celebrities. I'm sure we could probably get a cheap knockoff version of a celebrity
Yes. Ooh, look at
via
us.
Schaefer Bates.
You're probably wondering why we gathered here today, other than the fact that we're recording an episode. Marketing meeting! But yeah, so, Matt, you have anything to say before we go?
No, no, yeah.
Okay, so once again, if you enjoy what we do here at Bobchat, feel free to give us a like, give us a share. We're now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We're now on Apple So yeah, if you like what we do here at Bobchat, make sure to give us a like, give us a share. We are now on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're on Google Podcasts as well. I don't know if you guys knew that. Yeah, we're also on Google Podcasts.
If you are going on the YouTube route, make sure you click the subscribe button, and then there's a little bell right beside it. That'll give you a heads up when the next episode's out.
Yes,
Right
very
there.
good, very good. And also Instagram. Bobchat at Bobchat Podcast, Facebook. You know, any kind of support and love, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
you can even find us on MySpace. No, you can't find us on MySpace.
I can't remember MySpace. They were making me publicly say who my top 5 friends were. Like,
Yeah, I know.
That's aggressive.
I know. We got to switch to Friendster, Bob.
Okay. So yeah, it's Bobchat, baby, and until next time, episode 10 is gonna be off the motherfucking chain. If that's something people still say, I don't know.
Hard not.
Okay. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.